October 4th, 2017. Near Tongo, Niger, a special forces team and their Nigerian partners were ambushed by a vastly outnumbering enemy force. The AFRICOM investigation laid out what happened. When the ambush began, nothing was overhead. They lost ISR coverage before they arrived. Air support arrived 30 minutes late, and without a clear picture of the ground, they could not tell friend from enemy. 4 Americans and 5 Nigerians were killed, 10 more wounded. When situational awareness is lost, the cost is measured in lives. Communications during combat are contested at scale and distance, and the sensors relied upon for clarity create confusion and can distract decision makers with data overload. Kraus Hamdani built the K1000 to solve exactly this. The K1000ULE is a fully electric Group-2 aircraft with the longest endurance in its class. One airframe flies 3 missions: persistent ISR, resilient communications, and electronic warfare. It is a mission-enabling solution. It takes work off the operator and pulls the battlefield into one common operating picture. It stays on station while one operator runs the mission. It is the aerial relay for the rest of the force. Shorter-range drones, radios, and sensors ride its network to reach far past their own line of sight. Payload swap in the field, full-motion video, and radar for the surface picture. Signals across the flight. Kraus Hamdani is U.S.-owned, U.S.-built, and veteran-staffed. We matured the system with the Marine Corps Warfighting Laboratory. It is fielded and flying today. Since 2016, the K1000 has flown more than 15 named exercises, from the United States to the Middle East, Africa, and Indo-Pacific. Over 6,500 flight hours, over 173,000 miles for government and commercial customers. The K1000 is bought and flying today. It is deployed in the Central Command Theater with the U.S. Air Force, providing joint intelligence. It is delivered to a Southern Command partner nation and flying for the Army, the Navy, Marine Special Operations, and commercial energy customers. It holds the class endurance record, 75 hours and 53 minutes non-stop, and it is the longest endurance system on the Department of Defense Blue UAS Cleared and Select list. With U.S. Special Operations Command, it ran the aerial relay for hundreds of nodes, 30 miles a hop, extending the reach of systems that could never get there on their own. At the Experimental Demonstration Gateway event, it stood up the first airborne tactical data link gateway on a UAS and passed 8 sensor-to-shooter threads. At Project Convergence, a swarm of K1000s found an enemy air defense emitter and handed the shooter a targeting picture in seconds. At the Joint Pacific Multinational Readiness Center, it carried the network for 2,500 soldiers. None of that is a demo, it was all proved in the field. This capability puts communication and awareness at the edge, with persistent ISR and electronic warfare on the same aircraft. It integrates with Lattice and Next-Gen C2. It has flown every IV exercise, and it is flying now in support of Project Convergence Capstone 6 and Next-Gen C2 validation. The K1000 simplifies the brigade commander's equipment list, one platform to train and maintain, sensing, targeting, and comms in any environment. When the network is contested, it is the aerial tier that keeps the brigade connected and extends the reach of the brigade's own drones and radios. It finds the enemy the moment they transmit and hands the shooter a targeting picture. Its onboard AI sorts the feed for what matters, so the staff is not buried and the sensor-to-shooter timeline is reduced. It is quiet, low signature, and needs no fuel to stay overhead. For the price of one MQ-1C Grey Eagle company, a division can field K1000s across every brigade for faster, more persistent combat operations. The K1000 allows the brigade to outsee, outreach, and outmaneuver the enemy. And the brigade owns it. No tasking request, no waiting in someone else's priority stack. The brigade owns the asset, so it moves at the brigade's speed. It is built open architecture and a modular open systems approach, supportable, scalable, and repairable by the unit that flies it. Kraus Hamdani is U.S.-owned and U.S.-built, founded in 2016. A veteran team of engineers and operators design, build, and fly this aircraft, taking it through the Army's hardest exercises. It is already fielded with the 1st Multi-Domain Task Force in the Pacific and Air Force Central Command in the Middle East for Operation Epic Fury. The model works with the government buyer today. The K1000 is fielded, cleared, and on the UAS marketplace. We can put sensing, communications, and electronic warfare over your formations now. The aircraft provides long-range, long-endurance capabilities with an asymmetric advantage to the ground force. Assess it as award-ready and put it in the fight now.